What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Quis. It's your boy Zay coming at you with another episode of Black and Booming Podcast. We got a special guest today. Y'all know him. We ain't got to introduce him, but we're going to do it anyway. We got Jordan Baker with us today on the motherfucking show. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
My dog, appreciate y'all. You know it.
Southside legend for sure.
It's my brothers for sure.
American legend.
American legend, man. We had to bring you in, man. I feel like we just had to have you on the show, bro. First and foremost, the things you're doing in different phases of life as far as your basketball career, you helping out the community as a coach, as a trainer, you as a father, a husband. You know, it was only right for us to bring you on here, man. We did want to start. When did you know you was like him? Did you have that moment in basketball where you knew, like, can you go into a single moment where you knew like you was like different from the rest of them? Like, is there a certain moment you can pinpoint, like, okay, I'm better than them. I'm way better than everybody else.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember my dad had started me in the league at the YMCA off of Alta Vista. And I was probably like 5.
Oh my God.
This nigga said 5.
I was 5.
I thought he was gonna say a little older, but all right,
I
he
was
said
5.
Nah, I was probably like 5, and I remember my grandpa, he used to give me money, like, you know, for not every point I made, but you feel me, like, just depending on how much I scored, he might give me some money. And I remember, you know, I was scoring, like, I was averaging probably like 12 points, you know, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. One game I had like 26. I'm like, damn, that was kind of easy though, like.
No.
And I just remember, it's crazy because even now I can still vividly remember we was on the far court. Like when you walk in Alta Vista, the far court that was playing sideways, and I was on the basket on this side. And I did like I was driving left and I stopped and I did like a Kobe turnaround and I hit that shit. And that's when I was just like, oh yeah, shit.
I'm like that.
I knew it from that point on.
So
that makes sense somehow. At 5. So
at 5.
At 5, bro. That's wild. You ended up wanting Tempe. What made you pick Tempe?
My pops worked at Tempe High. Truthfully, I went to KMS with all my dogs, man. Like
that shit was illegal. Can I break that down? Can we go back to let's go to KMS real quick. Who did you play with up there?
It was me, my best friend KC, Kenneth Lee, my cousin Trey Coulter, my other best friend Cameron Forte,
crazy,
my brother Nick Johnson,
crazy,
Israel Marshall, who was a crazy athlete.
I think named like 4D1 athletes in the first 6.
Trying to think, Kamari Broom, my little cousin, and we had just like some pieces. You feel me? Who, you know what I mean?
What y'all do? Y'all get a chip?
2.
Bro, that shit was crazy. Like I remember hearing about KMS and them teams. I was like, bro, these niggas is insane.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna 2. All right, so 6th grade, I went to Clovis C. Campbell. Feel me? I'm a real Southside nigga.
Yeah.
Before that, first school I ever went to, Sierra Vista. Really, really, really from the South Side.
Yeah, right there on 16.
So I went to Campbell, 6th grade. They wasn't really letting people play like on the 8th grade team. But me and KC was just different. And then I know y'all probably know the Rhymes twins, Brian and Ryan. We was all 6th grade too, you feel me? And this was before the whole back shit was real big. But them niggas did it, you feel me? And so like, you know, niggas was comparing them to me and him, bro. And we like, bro, like, no, bro, niggas older than us. But it was what it was. We were in the same grade, so it looked good, whatever, cool. So like, when it came time to play, I started, bro. Like, it just was what it was. Like, and, you know, I kind of ruffled a few feathers with, like, as far as parents and shit. But we went 14-0.
You can't argue with results.
14-0. Championship, that's 6th grade year. Then I leave, go to KMS, 7th grade year. That's when we have everybody 31-0. We win the 8th grade state championship, our 7th grade year. Next year, Nick Johnson leave. We lost to them in 1 game, so we was 30-1. So in 3 years, I was 74-1.
And none of y'all picked high schools to rock out with each other?
Well, that was the thing. We was all gonna go to Mountain Point.
They had a bunch of niggas there.
Yeah.
They had KC, they had
Jaheed,
they had
Knox,
Izzy, Knox,
Day.
Dede.
It was loaded. And not to mention, bro, my nigga Day, bro, he quiet as kept. He was a football player is what niggas knew him
But he
as
could
later
hoop,
on.
bro.
But
Day
boy,
Jones.
if my nigga would have locked in with hoop like the way he did with football, he was just different, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was one of the niggas who I ain't gonna lie, coming up, I played on the B team, bro. Like when I played with Team AZ, it was me, Cameron Forte, Trey Coulter. Shout out to my Uncle Cleveland. You feel me? Got mad love for him. He a legend. And every right of the word, every sense of the word. He coached me, bro, and I think that's where I get a lot of my grit and heart from, bro. Just straight up, like he held us to a standard, and it was like either you're gonna meet it or you're not, and if you don't, then you can go. Mm-hmm. And so like I'm kind of the same way now, like throughout everything that I do in life. But you know, like everybody noticed that I was different. Even then, playing on the B team, niggas knew that I shouldn't have been on that team, but it was just like I was the new nigga. You feel me? They was already on the team. You feel me? So it was what it was. I played on the B team for like 2 years. Shout out to my brother Trey Coulter. This is his brand, man. Y'all gonna have to check him out. We'll get into that later. But you know, I was on that team for 2 years, and it allowed me to it really allowed me to just really grow within my own right. You feel me? The A team was like, we was nice. Don't get me wrong. Our B team was dumb nice. We beat pretty much everybody but the A team. Feel me? And every time we'd meet them in the championship, it was just slaughter. They had Nick Johnson, Casey, Steve Knox, Day. They had Allen Williams, who played in the league. Shout out my bro Allen. They had a kid named Jalen Allen, who was a lockdown defender. Bro, the team was just loaded. It was just loaded. They had actually won nationals a couple years prior.
That shit crazy.
And so, like, you know what I mean? It was just not really, you know, we was a new form team. It was just no competition.
I hear you. So, do you have any regrets? I know. Fast forward just after middle school, choosing Tempe. Do you have any regrets with that, or you feel like I made the best decision?
Choosing Tempe?
Mm-hmm.
No, that has to be an easy call.
God damn. If it's one thing I love my dad for, shit, it's that. Nah, Pop's my best friend for sure, but I mean, he kind of the one who like made that decision. Really, like, if it was up to me, I would have been at Mountain Point with all my homies, and I probably would have just been like another. I ain't gonna say just another because I was always better, but like,
I hear what you're saying. Like,
you feel me?
For me, Tempe gave me so much more opportunities, and it wasn't a small school. It was a smaller school, but it's a big school.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's just if you're playing next to everybody, you don't stand out as much because it's a bunch of them.
Exactly.
But having Tempe, it kind of gave you that. I feel like it gave you more room to kind of make your own lane.
And the unique thing about my career is that like I was able to kind of like relish in different roles. Like when I was with the B team, I was the man. When I came on the A team, it was like, okay, now you got to find a role, how you fit in. I was coming off the bench, but I was still eating. So like, you know, niggas was taking notice. You feel me? Like, damn, this nigga still eat. Like, so then I played like 1 or 2 years with the A team, and then I ended up just moving up, bro. I never played my age group again after like 14, I think. I was playing 16, 17 for the rest of my life.
Talk about kind of your career at Tempe. So you started off freshman year. I'm assuming you went straight to varsity, or
yeah.
How'd that go?
Yeah, I played varsity my freshman year. I didn't start for like the first like 13, 14 games, something like that. Then one of our starters ended up getting hurt, and they moved me into that position.
Who was the man your freshman year?
My dog, Eric Battle. He was the guy.
Word up?
Yeah, for sure. He was the guy. Like,
you bet.
That's tough.
And so, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I learned a lot from bro. Like, just, you know, in life too. Like,
shout out E-Bat, man.
Shout out Bat.
Shout out E-Bat, man.
For sure,
He has some good tracks.
On me. Yeah, he gonna get back to it too.
Yeah.
But you know, he was the man as far as like hoop win, and I mean, I just kind of played my role that year.
And then sophomore year.
Sophomore year was tricky, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. We had a solid team, but it was just like we couldn't put it together. It was so weird. Like Marcel, me, who else do we have?
You don't have nobody.
Yes, we did. Lonnie Smith, bro. We had some, bro. We had what? We had a little whip, bro.
I'm thinking about that junior year team. That's the team I think really could have had the same success as that senior year team.
Yeah, sophomore year, I was just young. You feel me? And so we didn't really have like that leadership role. Like Marcel, if he would have like kind of like stepped into that role earlier, because he was older, feel me? Then I think that sophomore year team would have been better. No, I'm not just saying that, but yeah, sophomore year was cool, man. I averaged like 20 points a game, and we won very seldom. So,
And then the
Good
junior.
words.
sophomore year, I think I made All City. I don't think I made All State that year. I might have made honorable mention.
Yeah.
Then junior year, I played like 8 games.
And then that's when you got hurt.
Yeah,
But hold on, them 8 games was crazy though. Cause I remember that's my first year at the school. I felt like we was big dogs that year.
kinda. No, we really wasn't, bro. But the teams that we was knocking off before I broke my arm
You feel me?
made us big dogs. Like I think we had played
Mhm.
McClintock, who was like number 2 in their region at the time. Beat them niggas. Then we played like Boulder Creek, who was like number 1 in their region, and that's where when I broke my arm, when we would have beat them too. Like we was just knocking niggas off. We wasn't supposed to beat that year.
That's crazy. Like the arm break put you out for the whole year. Man, how was that? Getting through that.
I mean, it's life. That's how I look at it. Especially now, like, you know, hindsight is 2020, but it's like the shit that I've been through now, like that shit minor. Feel me? But it was in preparation for everything that you go through.
That's a
in
crucial
life.
year. Junior year,
Yeah.
as far as sports.
Yeah, it was crucial, but at the time I had already like my sophomore. I had offers as a sophomore.
So he's already like established in a sense.
Yeah. So like, but still, like I wanted to be the
Yeah,
best.
you still
feel
you
me?
want to
Like,
be the best.
Yeah.
it wasn't enough for me. So like, I was a little upset. I felt like niggas was counting me out. Even the game I broke my arm. I think USC was there, Utah State,
Yeah.
University of San Francisco, and like somebody else. And all of them left except for Utah State. And so that's why I was kind of like, damn. That's when I really like saw the business side of the
Politics.
the sports. Yeah. So I was like, damn, these niggas really just left. I'm sitting on here screaming, crying, looking for my mom. Like,
Them niggas left.
niggas got up and just
They
walked
went
out.
That's-
Went to oregano's.
Yeah, shit was crazy.
And then your senior year.
The legendary year.
Then your senior year.
Senior year, bro. I feel like I had a lot to prove. I had that summer after my junior year, I had to do rehab. You know, I fractured my wrist and I dislocated my elbow. So I had to get like my range of motion back in my elbow. And I had like a 6 month I had like a 6-month regimen they had me on, you feel me?
Yeah.
But I had a tournament in 3 months in Denver. That was my first AAU tournament back, and I had already missed the whole high school season.
So you
cut
would,
time down.
this No More Team AZ or this
Arizona Magic.
Arizona
Yeah.
Magic.
So I'm like, man, I told my pops, like, bro, like, shit, my range of motion is good enough to where I can play. You feel me? Like, I may not ever get it completely back, anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
So, fuck it.
fuck it. So I went
That
out
shit
there
crazy.
and I played, and that's when I got my ESPN ranking.
That's what's up. That Magic team was actually, I think y'all was like a top 10 team in the nation or top 20.
Yeah, I mean, rankings don't mean shit. We beat everybody. You feel me? Like, New England players beat them. They were number 6. Atlanta Celtics beat them. They was like number 10. DC Assault beat them. Like, we beat everybody.
Who from your high school career was like one of your teammates that just like you felt like, hey, he was just like me. He was different too. Out of all your teammates that you don't play with in high school,
Cam Forte.
that's the one. Why you say Cam?
That nigga's a bucket.
I just seen like the way people like, if you watch Cam play, it may not be like very impressive, but at the end of the night, he gonna have 40.
It's gonna work.
And so like doing that in high school is one thing. I seen this nigga do this shit on the AAU circuit against the best. Like, nigga,
What position was he at? Like a 4 or 3 at this time?
Cam was like, yeah, he was like a 3, 4.
Yeah. People always, when I hear him talking about him, they're like, hey, make him go right, bro.
can't.
Good luck, bro.
I can't explain it. He gonna get where he want to get.
He can get anywhere on the floor he want to get to.
Yeah, he's
With
just
ease.
slow, methodical, bucket. Might as well just
call it a day.
Shit crazy, bro.
Call out your offense. Going back the other way. Like,
Okay.
he was different.
So getting back into like that senior year, like that season, was you expecting like a championship run, or what was you expecting out of that season?
Bro, I don't live my life with expectations. Straight up, I never have. That way, like whatever I get out of it is just like, however the cookie crumble. But I did, like I said, I always did want to be the best. Like, and I still do at anything that I do. Like, I don't never do anything to be second. So like, yeah, fuck yeah, I wanted to win a championship.
I'll be honest. I thought so. Sophomore. So that year, I'm a sophomore on the team. Nayel is a junior. I think the other starters is BJ and Julian. So I thought we was good, but I definitely didn't see like us making that run.
Like I said, that wasn't an expectation. But like once the season started and I seen how we was like handling niggas,
it was going.
I was like, well, we very well could go to the ship. Like even our first 4 games in that little tournament,
it was
like,
different.
We should have beat Moon Valley. They was 6A. They was #1 team. Like they just came off a state championship type shit.
So you used to tell me like you had at some point you had to change your mindset on the team. At first you was scoring and then you was like, all right, I need to get my team involved. Kind of talk about that.
That wasn't so much like something that I just like came to the realization on though. You know what I mean? Like my mindset was in kill mode. Like my first 5 games, I averaged 45 points. I think you could look it up on Max Preps.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because, like I said, I felt like I had a lot to prove. I had missed my junior year. And on our way to our first tournament, I remember we was all in the van and shout out my dog, Anthony Ray, you feel me? Got mad love for Ant. But we was all just, chopping it up about what we gonna do for our senior year, you feel me? And I just told him, like, shit, nigga, I'm gonna win Gatorade Player of the Year. Folks live, like, not in the sense that I couldn't do it, but just like more so like, bro, you just came off an injury.
Yeah, how you gonna bust
exactly.
down?
And that's just how I felt though. Like I just never felt like niggas was better than me. I just never did. Anything that anybody else could do, I could do, but niggas couldn't do what I could do.
Who you feel like was your number one? Let's say
like
you was the
competition?
best. Yeah,
Like if you didn't win it, who you think had a great chance to win it?
What?
The Gatorade Player of the Year.
That year?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
do you even feel like it was close? Like
yeah, it was either Forte or Jahi. It had to be. I mean,
or I feel like underrated. I never hear their names brought up as Tim and Larry, who did have them. Yeah, their teams were deep, but they was the leaders of them teams.
Yeah, but I mean, no disrespect.
It was a 3-man race.
Yeah, that year they was juniors, my nigga. Like that.
It was a 3-man race.
Yeah, they get their chance. You feel me? Like it wasn't even.
That's what's up. So we get all the way to the chip, and then what happened, bro? What happened, dog? We
went there. Yeah, what happened? Yeah, like, y'all tell me what happened.
We went on the real. I'm gonna keep it real.
You got hurt? No,
nah.
Jose got hurt.
I got foul trouble. I feel like that year we just I don't feel like we was prepared for all that, bro.
We overexceeded our expectations.
Straight up, bro. We just didn't have what it takes. Like they was in better shape. They running their plays. We kind of going off of more of an old school basketball where it's one player doing it all, everybody else playing their role. They had multiple players kind of playing outside their role. Because you tried. I mean, it's still up there. I think you started off with like four threes back to back, the flat top. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, it was a fun game, bro.
Had the cameras all in the face.
We still could have won though.
Crying.
We was only down 10 with 2 minutes left when coach took me out.
Why you think he took you out?
I know why. We ain't gonna talk about it though.
Quis, just from the outside looking in, from growing up, what's your like view of Bake and like from a person and basketball player standpoint?
Hard worker, competitor. He gonna do what he want to do. If he tell you he gonna do something, it's more likely to happen.
He cocky?
Confident. But he could be cocky. That could push his game. Like he
Word up.
Like he doesn't have expectations, but that makes him limitless. Like you can never know what's gonna happen. Like you growing up, like it's guard him and good luck. If you stop him, you stopped him, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
yeah,
nobody ever
yeah.
stopped me. I just
I'm
miss.
saying, if you feel like you stopped him, you feel like you stopped him, but did he still get 25? Oh, okay. Like, I guess it just depends on what people feel, like their expectations of stopping somebody. But as far as like Bake, he's always been 2 steps ahead. It's never been one. Like he's always done that. I've never seen him at a level where he's like slowed down or
I feel like
off his game or
sometimes
something.
humbleness is overrated. I feel like people always want to preach be humble. At times, I feel like you need to be able to give yourself that, like, you know what, I am like
Yeah,
that.
I am
It
like
is
that. I'm
what
gonna
it
show you I'm
is.
like that.
You feel me? I'm gonna show you I'm
Yep.
like that, and that's what it is.
I think that's more so what I embody. You feel me? And shit, if people call it cocky, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not here to really like make nobody else happy other than my wife and my children. Like,
Yeah, so it really don't
feel me?
it don't matter. Well, shit, he gonna get his job done. So really, it's like that's all that's gonna matter at the end to him.
Well,
So,
to anybody.
to
If you
anybody.
think about it in this life, like personally, I don't work for anybody, so I don't have to answer anybody.
Yep.
But if I did, right, you got to think about it. People who work like in the corporate world, right? It's like you got somebody you got to answer to. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck if there was an accident on the freeway.
Yo,
You should have got your ass up a little bit earlier and checked the goddamn GPS. Like,
Right.
that's just how corporate world works. Feel me? Like, they don't care about what happens between A to B.
The importance of being able to create your own bag.
You got
where you can get where you want.
You got to
do
get
what you want to do.
Feel me? And so
you ain't got to answer nobody about what you did. You good. Can't nobody tell us what the fuck we want to do on here. We do it. Can't nobody tell him what to do. He do it. So that's just what it is, and he take that in his everyday life, and it works. That shit works for a lot of people, most people. So that's
I ain't
simple.
knocking the corporate world. You feel me? It's just like,
that works for some people too.
Yeah.
But it don't work for everybody. Some people can't. They don't have to. I ain't gonna say can't. Some people just don't have to do that shit.
I'm gonna just tell you, like, it's like comfortable people. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's people who comfortable, like who are cool with just working a 9 to 5. And I ain't, like I said, I ain't judging them, but in this life, like, bro, the ones who
take the risk on themselves, in my mind,
you got to do it. Like, where do you think Walmart started? Probably somewhere like this.
Yeah.
For real. And so, if you got that mindset, like bro said, like, life is limitless. As long as you got breath, bro, you just got to make sure you're being, progressive, using your time wisely.
After hopping back into it, so like after your senior year, what was the recruiting like? Like, what was some of the schools you was that was on you and like that you had interest in?
Man, bro, that's just this is crazy. 15 plus years ago.
Just from your memory, just like schools where you're like, all right, I don't remember everybody, but I know these schools is like who had my attention.
Schools that was recruiting me, because honestly, no school had my attention. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why not?
Because I just knew I was going D1 regardless. I was gonna be able to pick. I didn't care where I was gonna go. I had people who were like controlling my recruitment though. Feel me?
Oh.
So like, wherever they kind of told me was like, the best situation is what I was gonna do. And so like, nobody had my interest. I knew I had 5 visits. I was like, I'm gonna visit the prettiest places. I went to Pepperdine, feel me? I went to Weber. I went to ASU on an unofficial just because I didn't want to use one of my officials because it was history.
You right up the street.
Absolutely. I went to University of Iowa. I mean, I visited some schools, bro.
Did you, after you had that your Pepperdine choice, do you feel like, all right, maybe I did make the wrong decision, or maybe I should have looked elsewhere, or do you stand on school you chose?
I mean, I had some high major offers, bro. Like, I had, Big East, SEC, ACC, Pac-12. Feel me? I could have went anywhere, honestly. Not like anywhere, North Carolina, Duke, but like schools in those same conferences.
You had a healthy selection of where you wanted to go.
Absolutely. So like, my thing was, bro, like, at the time, the guys who were handling my recruitment was preaching like, look, bro, you don't want to go nowhere where they, could possibly over-recruit you. You feel me? In those big schools at the time, it was like either you're going to go one and done or two and done. And if you don't do that, nigga, somebody else is coming in. And so for me, I'm like, shit, well, I don't want to go somewhere and risk like, nigga, sitting my first year and then
thinking about the long
you know what I
run.
mean? And so like I was like, shit, I'll just go right here, right down the street, Pepperdine up the street. Mom, dad could come out here, little bro. And I could do my shit. Like I know the guards that they got here ain't better than me. Like, no offense, you feel me? Shout out to all my brothers at Pep.
Easy call. If you didn't go to Pepperdine, did you have like a I hate to use the word runner up, but if you didn't go to Pepperdine, was there like another school that you were like strongly considering going to?
My dad really wanted me to go to Weber, bro.
What was it about?
Bro, I swear,
Okay,
everybody at the school thought that's where you was going.
What is it about Weaver that like made everybody like just assume that you were going there?
I don't even
my
know.
pops was just big on it. Like if you was at Tempe High and you was around my pops,
Yeah,
He
it was
gonna
the pops. The pops kinda put
convince
it in
you.
everybody,
Okay, we
yeah.
were the place to go.
you feel me? Like, and it was cool. Like shout out my dog Phil Beckner. I still got mad love for him. He pulled up on me at I run my own AAU program now, and we had we call it Blueprint Day where we give back.
I like shout the name out, shout
Yeah,
him out,
say
shout
that-
that,
say that shit.
Put the name out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Shout out Phil. He came in and chopped it up to some of my players and kind of just told them what the standard is about.
Yeah,
And those relationships go way back to high school, and ultimately that's what all of this is about. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody gonna make it to the league, and that's what I want these young kids who are coming up, prospects, whatever you want to call them, to understand. Like, stay in the moment, but at the same time understand that like you here right now, but at any moment you could be at the very bottom of the totem pole, and just know that people ain't gonna treat you the same way they treated you, when you were the man. And so it's like, just always remain humble because relationships are what remain. Feel me? And ultimately, that's why I'm able to do what I do as far as like being an entrepreneur,
yep.
And just kind of like giving back to my community.
Facts.
What's like the difference you're seeing from when you was coming up playing ball to kids now playing ball? What's the biggest difference in like
They
that?
just don't play enough. They don't play enough. Like, a lot of kids get trainers and stuff like that, and like,
I think that's enough.
not even just that, bro. But
So
let me
different than
say
playing,
this. Let me just say
hooping.
this. This is because I do run my own AAU program and I do charge, but the reason being is not because I want to get rich off of these kids. The reason being is because my time is valuable, right? Like, I'm not just one of these guys who played high school basketball whose senior son play at LA Fitness and say, hey, let me train him just to make $1. No, I have an actual business. Feel me? We have a website. We have everything. You know what I mean? Like, everything. And so I see a lot of these trainers nowadays, and it's like, it sucks because like they just kind of like getting $1 off of these kids, and it's like, what are you really teaching them? Like, what worked for you? You feel me? Like, what worked for you? How are you gonna become a trainer and you ain't did nothing beyond high school? Or if you did, like, if JUCO was the level that you played at and that was it, like, I mean, no offense to my homies who played JUCO, but like, it's just like,
It's levels.
it's levels, bro. And like, if you gonna, for me, I don't treat myself regular. You feel me? So I'm not gonna treat nobody else around me regular. That's why my standard is so high. And so like,
It's an underrated statement. I don't treat
Very
myself
underrated.
regular. That's tough.
I mean, how can I? How can I mean,
Why
never.
would I?
My life has never been regular, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just when you think from that realm, it's like, it's hard to be around a lot of people. I don't have a ton of friends, bro. I got, my circle is real big, like, small, I mean.
So after Pepperdine, you chose San Jose State. How do you feel about the separation between playing at Pepperdine and San Jose? What was the difference in those two programs?
I don't know. It could be a lot, bro. Like, I feel like when I left Pepperdine, okay, this is the difference. I was young at Pepperdine. San Jose State, I was one of the older guys. And so the young guys kind of came to me for everything and looked to me for everything. And so that was the difference, the biggest difference. And so I had to grow up, feel me, fast. And I think with the position that I was in, like knowingly, it kind of allowed me to stay in that like child's mindset. And I mean, I can get deeper into it really, but I mean, personally, I just, I didn't grow up in time. You feel me?
What was your favorite college moment, if you had one? I'm sure you do.
College moment.
It could be basketball. It could be campus. It could be both.
We'll have to come back to that.
All right, let's go. We're gonna come back to that.
That's tough.
After San Jose, you did some professional time, and then
Yeah, professional hoop time though.
you want to talk about that a little bit?
Not just time. When we talk about time, we niggas going to the pen. You feel me?
He said some time.
Yeah,
oh my
that
God.
time.
I
Yeah,
never
time,
did that. I never did that.
After San Jose State, you played professional basketball.
I did.
Let's talk about that.
Shit, it was just like I played in Mexico for 2 seasons. Played in Australia. So it was just like, it was a grind, bro. Ultimately, I made the decision to choose my family over basketball. So I don't regret that one bit.
So you choosing your family, you get married, you have a beautiful baby girl. How did you became a barber? How did you transition that easy? Because we got a lot of athletes, high-end athletes that struggle with that because they only known for one thing. They feel like they're only good at one thing. Where you made that transition was easy. Like you became a barber, you became a business owner, entrepreneur. Like how did this happen for you so easy compared to? I don't even say compared to everybody else. How did you know what you wanted to do and how did you transition so well? Because it's something to where I seen it or it was like, damn, he didn't have to leave. He chose to. A lot of people don't get that opportunity. Some people were forced out. Like some people just don't want to do that shit. They had to keep trying, and you left when you didn't even have
to. Shit. Did it look easy, bro?
It looked easy.
It did.
It looked easy.
I mean, shit, bro. I went through, literally every emotion you can think of, like, doing this shit, though. You feel me? Same as basketball, like, blood, sweat, and tears, for real. Like, it wasn't easy, bro. I could say that. It wasn't easy. Like, it took a toll on my mental. Like, I felt like I couldn't go out in public and motherfuckers see me and like, oh, why you ain't hoop? Like, it was just a lot of shit that I had to just mentally just get over. Honestly, like I think in this life, it's just a mental battle, ultimately. Like, and once you can kind of, once you kind of realize that and you just, take the proper steps. I mean, ultimately you could accomplish anything. Like, but being a barber, bro, like that shit, bro, I went through every emotion, fam.
Do you have advice for somebody that might be watching or listening, that might be in that position to where they're transitioning to something else they might want to do?
Just keep going. Like, no matter what nobody think about, like, what you doing. If it make you happy, keep doing it. Feel me? I mean, shit. People ask me, like, oh, Bake, how did you figure out, like, well, how did I become a barber?
Yeah.
I never wanted to be a barber. As a kid, I drew a lot.
Yep.
And so I knew I had a steady hand. I picked up a pair of clippers and I cut my own hair a couple times. And I was like, okay, cool. This was in college.
Yeah.
And once I started getting better, my team started coming to me. The football team started coming to me. Golfers started coming to me. So I'm like, damn, I'm only charging $5 a cut. And by the end of the week, I'm ended up with $500. So I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? Like,
that's work.
Niggas can really, like, make a living. Imagine if I was charging 20. Imagine if I was charging 40. And that's just how the shit go. You feel me? niggas run businesses in the streets all day, every day when they selling weed.
Yep.
I ain't never did that, but it's the same thing, same concept. Like, I mean, shit, some of the greatest business owners could be street niggas just because of the way that they have been forced to learn how to make a dollar on their own. Feel me?
Facts.
And so my thing was like I had never envisioned myself working behind a desk. I tried it, just didn't work for me. You know what I mean? So I knew I had to make an honest living somehow. I ain't never been the type of nigga to, go do some dumb shit for no money.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'll be broke as hell before I do that. Swear. Money ain't, that shit don't move me like that for real.
Since becoming a barber and becoming an entrepreneur and having your own shop, is there anything that you learned about like the other side since you've been in that you just assume? Like, I don't want to say it, I hate to use the word assume. Is there something that you learned? Like, what's the most important things you've learned since you've entered that space as far as being a barber and having your own shop and your own business and stuff like that?
Man, like in business, bro, everybody ain't gonna be happy. And at the end of the day, like heavy is the head. You feel me? Like shit, you just gotta take on what come with it. Like, and if that mean ruffling a few feathers to keep your business afloat, you gotta do that.
Fuck it.
Feel me? So I think like me being, a well-respected man, like in my community, a lot of times people expect me to always show like grace because I've always shown grace. But it's like, that's before I was running a business where money is involved.
Shit don't work
it's
like that.
Nigga, I got a family now. Like, either you gonna fucking pay me or you're not. And if you're not, then
fuck on.
Cool. Feel me?
What's next for you following the coaching, following the barber? What you see as like the next step for Babe?
For me, I mean, I'm always working, bro. You feel me? I'm always working. I could tell y'all a ton of things I'm working on right now, but that's neither here nor there. Because at the end of the day, motherfuckers they gonna hate and they gonna love. So when it get done, the motherfuckers who was gonna hate and love when I said what I was gonna say here, they gonna have the chance to do that. You feel me?
Right now, as far as I know, you said it don't matter. I'm going as I'm going. Just from the city, is there anybody that you've seen and you like the way they're moving, and like that's somebody like, hey, I like the way he did it. I kind of want to do it how he did it, or I like his style as far as being a business owner.
Business owner? I mean,
or do you take bits and pieces from like one or two that you might see out there?
Nah, bro. Honestly. Like, I ain't never been the type of nigga to cheat off my homie test, even if I know I didn't study.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Word?
I swear, I take that.
I got a lot of niggas that don't feel that.
Yeah, you feel me, bro?
Don't feel that, bro.
That's just who I've been. Like, even if I know I didn't study, I'm not finna sit here and just, like, personally, not because I'm just the most honest man in the world.
Yeah.
But I would rather learn based off my own experience.
Fact.
Like, if I'm gonna cheat off this nigga and get the wrong answer, I'm gonna be mad at him.
Bro,
I might as well fucking just get
I
him
better
wrong.
do it. I feel that.
I know I'm gonna get him wrong because I ain't
Respect that.
study. You feel me? So like, that's how I look at life too. Like I'd rather learn through my own experience. Like you got to go through the bumps and bruises of it all. Like I said, every emotion.
Even with having kids now, that's emotional for sure. Just raising another human.
Yeah.
At times.
For sure. Yeah. Now I got two now. You feel me? So it's like. Just another challenge in life. Like it ain't, bigger than any other. It's just another challenge, a different kind.
What has it been like your greatest experience as a father so far? You have a daughter, now you have a son.
Just being able to watch them grow, bro. Truthfully, and being able to give them things that I wasn't able to have.
Yep.
And just being able to have like my family under one roof.
Nigga, that's real.
I think that's like for me probably the biggest thing, like for the first 10 years of my life, my parents were married and then they weren't, and so I saw how that affected me.
Yeah,
you feel me? And so like at the end of the day, my wife, she's my best friend. You feel me? no matter what we go through. Like, is it perfect? No. Do I love her? Absolutely. So,
Where did y'all meet?
at Pepperdine.
At Pepperdine.
At Pepperdine. It's actually funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we weren't even dating then. We were just friends. So
That's the best way.
That's the best way.
Starting off as
Yeah,
friends,
bro.
so
No
genuine.
attention.
absolutely, it was very, 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 very divine, bro. So like, I just, she's my one, my person. Like, and
She's a really good person.
yeah,
Really honest and straightforward and truthful. I really like her style.
yeah, she straight up, honest, straightforward. I'm gonna hold you accountable, like for sure. Like what I need, absolutely what I need. Like, and truthfully, I wouldn't be able to accomplish all that I do like without her. Feel me? Not just because she's at home watching the kids while I'm out working, but shit, really, she doing behind the scenes as well.
Yeah.
Like, I've
I've seen that before where she's setting up the website for you.
Yeah, I don't touch none of the administration for none of my.
I don't know.
I can't do none of that shit, but Tyra knows everything, bro. I don't.
How to log in.
Yeah,
I don't know my
Tyra,
password.
Hey, how you do this shit?
Bro,
Here, just give it to me.
I just, my phone beeped. I looked down, it said the blueprint posted something. I'm like, how? I didn't.
That shit,
My wife posted, we got a training session. You know what I mean? Like, that's just.
And you got to interview. You got to train after that. You got to. I like that.
So now that you rung up the blueprint, I did want to speak on that.
Mm-hmm.
You creating some dogs over there.
Yeah.
What made you even start your own program?
Man,
Effective
bro.
program. I want to put this out to you.
One.
He could have. There's a lot of bum ass programs out here. There's a lot of people out here just getting bread,
solid
like
ones
he said.
too.
It's solid. No, it is great
ones
ones. There's
too.
great ones that's been around for a long time. You got some bum ass programs. You got some people that don't know what they're doing. I see the work you putting in. What made you start the blueprint?
Ultimately, bro, it was just like a calling. When it's just like, but I was coaching for a program called Arizona Athletics. Shout out my brother Elijah Knox. I got mad love for bro, and I was able to turn around. One of his groups. He let me coach one of his groups, and we went from not winning very many games to shit, not remembering how to lose. I mean, you know what I mean? So, parents were just like coming to me, and they were just kind of like, yo, like, why don't you just start your own thing? If you start your own thing, we would come. And me, like,
It's a tough decision.
That's my bro. You feel me? Like, I'm like, I can't. So, I went to bro and I just told him, like, look, bro, like, I ain't here to step on no toes. You feel me? Like, this is what's coming to my attention. And, he was just like, he was like, look, bro, honestly, I didn't really have much plans for that group of boys past this year. So he was like, by all means, with grace. You know what I mean? So,
and it's multiple programs, right? It's not just the one age group.
Nah, I got, man, honestly, I'm actually growing, bro, right now. I got 8 to like 15. But 15s can't play during high school season, so it's like 14.
Yeah, I talked to you about TJ, but he want to play basketball.
Man, bring him.
We had it. No, we had the conversation yesterday. Literally,
we got it tonight, bro. From 4:45 to 6:30 at Skyline. Yeah. His brother coming, or I think cousin Ruben son.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Kaishan.
He played. He played for us now.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Shout out my nephew Kaishan. I didn't know he was playing for him.
He tall, lanky.
He's tall as shit, bro. He gonna be like 6.
He's gonna be nice, bro, because he got all the intangibles.
Yeah, he's big as shit. Coaching, you accepted a position as a head coach at Skyline Prep.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about that. How does that feel? That's on the south side.
You feel me? I wouldn't accept it if it wasn't.
That shit crazy.
Straight up, I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's a great move.
I mean, I love my city, my community. It helped shape me and who I am. I've had opportunities to coach at high schools, bro. Like, but it's a few reasons why I chose Skyline. High school AIA is different than CAA in a ton of ways. But the main way is the kids in AIA don't take the sport as serious. Like, it's just seasonal. At prep, that's just year round.
That shit year round.
Like, in the off season, we got weights, conditioning, we got, study hall. It's ran like a college program. And we play on, some of the most elite circuits. We're sponsored by New Balance. And so we play locally, but that's not just the realm of which we stay in. Like, expand. You feel me? Play some of the most elite competition in the country, and the commitment level that it takes to be on a program like that is something I would want to be more attached to, as opposed to 3 kids showing up at practice, 11 showing up to the game.
Yep. No, that's fair, man. I seen that. I got excited. I was like, oh, this nigga Baker coach. He coaching. He got his AAU program. Like, as far as you giving back to the community, you definitely making an imprint on that, bro. That's got to give you like a lot of credit when it comes to that shit. Cause I don't, I see some people do it, but you don't see too many doing it. And you don't see too many people doing that in a genuine level. It's always something behind it. It's usually some agenda behind it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, the ultimate goal, truthfully, is to be able to funnel my blueprint boys through the Skyline Prep. Like, I want the best opportunities for not just Southside kids,
Yeah.
but shit, yeah, for the Southside kids. You know what I mean? Like, I want to provide some of the best opportunities for them. And so, like, you know, if I can get them young and I can mold them up to the point to where they are in high school, if I can get a kid from 8 to high school and he's committed to me that whole time, he'll play varsity his 8th grade year. And that's almost a guarantee. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not just, I mean, that's why I named my program the Blueprint.
Yep.
Because we got it. Feel me? Like, we know the proper steps. Like, my little brother's obviously playing still. He's at GCU, played at UNLV a few years back. But, you know.
How's it seeing Josh at GCU right now? Like,
it's surreal, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, and it really gives me a different perspective because, like, I was him for my older siblings. And, like, I was the youngest before Josh. So, like, you know, I didn't have nobody to, like, look after or, you know. So, like, once he came and, you know, I saw how much he loved basketball, I was like, damn, this is gonna be dope. But I never imagined this.
yeah, he got it early. I seen it coming. I was like, all right. And then it was like he had a cheat code because you was a brother that can really guide him and teach him and some of the stuff to avoid or what to go after and stuff like that. What made him go to McClintock? That threw me off. I remember asking you, was like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, he finna go to McClintock.
They kind of had the wave at that time. At the time, they had
Amari.
Yup, and they had Malik too. So they kind of
Malik
had
is
a nice
super underrated.
infrastructure.
I don't think that's why he just wasn't trying to go to Tempe.
I'll go to the rival.
Yeah. I mean, he just wanted to create his own legacy, bro, and I respect that 100%.
I feel it. Like, of course, I was thinking like, okay, he probably finna go to Tempe. He probably finna go ahead give him.
I probably would have did the same thing. I mean, you gotta blaze your own trail.
Yep. Went out there, went crazy. He's a senior this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I expect for him to tear that shit up. Is he helping you with your AAU team?
Yep.
I've seen him a few times. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
how's that?
It's dope, man. Like, you know, it's a bonding time for me and little bro. We get to travel, you know, coach these kids and just ultimately like do what we love, and so it don't really feel like work. You know what I mean?
Never feel like work when you love that shit.
Don't feel like work. So like, you know, and this is unique for me as well because, I mean, once he's done, he got a job if he wants to, or you know, and if not, hopefully he'll be playing somewhere. But
somebody finna snatch shit.
Oh, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We got shit lined up already.
See,
but it's just more so like, you know, when he home, you know, he'll be able to help out, make some money. You know, that process for me was different. Like, I'm like, shit, cool, I played for 4 months. I got to come home and try to preserve this money until I get another contract, not knowing when that's going to be. So it's just like, you know, my mindset was different, you know, back then. I'm grown now, so it's like I should have been working, getting some money, but a nigga trying to live off of like status. Like, oh, I'm a professional hooper. I don't want to be seen working. Like, that shit lame as fuck. I tell, you know what I mean? All the young niggas now, if you hooping, my nigga, hoop, but shit, get you some money.
When it's done, it's done.
It's done, it's done.
Nah, even when you hooping, nigga, get you some money. The fuck? Like, my whole high school career, like, nigga, what? I reffed on weekends. Shout out my big homie Tyson Williams, you feel me? I reffed every weekend. I come home with a wad. Mom didn't, you know, I ain't have to ask mom and dad for shit.
Did reffing, did that create like a advantage on the court? Just like little certain shit you might know that rule wise, just strictly rule wise.
Not really, bro. I ain't gonna lie. People might think so, but I didn't look at it like that. So like maybe if I would have like looked at it like that, but like
Probably.
Yeah.
I just was already like I'm already better
Fuck
than
it.
these.
Yeah,
niggas,
I'm better
so.
than these niggas, so I really don't need no help. That's fair.
That's what's up, bro. Just wrapping up here, bro. Is anything you want to get out, or just like something you want to just let people know about yourself?
I mean, I love my city. You feel me? I love the people in my community, but at the same time, like my family come first. Feel me? So, catch me when you can. You know what I mean? Like I be just like, you know how I am about my time. You feel me?
You is, but I feel like you're accessible to your people. I do feel like your time is busy, but I feel like if I ever needed you for anything,
You make time.
it ain't never been a time where you was just like, Zay, I don't know when.
That's because you said Zay. Though.
Exactly. That's not to everybody. Everybody don't get that treatment.
Like I don't fuck with niggas, bro.
Like
I
he
just
said,
don't.
he said he not regular. He don't treat people that he around regular. So that might be one of the perks of being around them.
Sure.
So think about that one.
I didn't even think about it like that.
You already know, bro. Like what, bro? Put up on me when I got my first spot and dropped off some stuff for me. You feel me? So even beyond that, it's this been my little bro for years, fam. Like he be reminding me of shit I told him when we was in high school that I don't even be remembering sometimes. So
how was it playing with Zay in high school?
What? Fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was fun because like he's very impressionable, And so I knew I could teach him a lot. And I didn't want to teach him the wrong things, like whether that was on the court or off the court. I mean, I think bro can attest to that. Like, I ain't never really, I don't know.
I'll say just playing with you, you automatically step your game up. Like you automatically put yourself to a different standard. Like, I don't want to just be out here just running up and down. Like, all right, this what he doing. This what I'm on. We on this. If this what we on. This what we on. It was like, okay, that's our leader. I can respect that, and I can get with the program. It ain't no pushback from me. I'm a soldier. I'm a ride with you, and it always made sense. I've been on other teams where the lead player, I'm just like, dog, like, I don't know what you on, bro. Like, give me the ball, bro. Like, and bro is nice, but you don't got it. It's the it factor that players gotta have, and nobody can give it to you. Nobody can teach it. They could probably help you sharpen it, but you gotta have it. You gotta have it.
As teammates, is there something that you can remember about Bake that just stood out everything from the rest? Is there like a certain moment, a certain play, certain game?
The biggest thing I remember is just every single player had their own relationship. It kind of remind me of Bron. When you see Bron got a handshake with every single player.
Yeah.
Just with Bake, he had a relationship with every single player that was unique to them. Like they had this. Him and BJ had this relationship. Me and him and Nayel. It wasn't nobody that was left out from the top to the bottom. Everybody, even in the hype circle, bro, go through the circle, bro, look you in your face, tap you on the chest, you feel me, get you hype. Like, and he did it to everybody, so everybody in it. It wasn't just the bros, you know what I mean? Like I'm a few grades below, bro, so it wasn't like, oh no, that's the young dude, like, it carry the bags. It was like, nah, that's the young dude. Get on the back. I'm gonna show you how it's done. And that go from basketball, that go to carrying yourself, that go to females, that go from schoolwork. It's a full circle process. It wasn't no halfway in. That's why I'm not big on following people or like that's my big bro. If you taking that, then what did you show me? Have you taught me something? Have you really gave me something to give yourself that?
For real.
And I feel like bro put that work in with me, but he also put it in with everybody on the team. I never seen him disrespect himself or anybody else unless it was needed. And if it was needed, I definitely seen bro spaz out. I definitely seen bro spaz out.
You care to tell, or you want to just
Shit, he spazzed out on me before. He asked me to do something. I don't remember the exact thing, but he spazzed on me, and then I'm trying to hold my own. You feel me? Like it ain't no other young people on the team, so I'm the only one. So I have to stand my ground. And then fast forward that same night or that same week, we had prom. We got the same tux on, same color, same cut, and it was just so crazy. Like, okay, so we locked in right here, and we not even locked in physically, but the mental. So that was a time. Another great thing I had is like, bro was fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your mindset, bro was treated like a celebrity. Bro, I'm an underclassman. Me and bro caught the bus together, and that's probably one of the few you could probably count on your times how many times bro caught the bus in high school. But he caught the bus with me. I don't even remember where we went. We didn't have a ride. We was like, bro, let's hop on it. We hopped on it, and that's when I knew that this dude is different. Like, how many dudes Gatorade Player of the Year dropping 40? I gotta get somewhere. I'll hop on the city bus. How many players for real that's doing that is
I
at
still
that
get on that
mindset?
motherfucker. Shit, nigga, let my car break down. I gotta get somewhere. Fuck you mean?
It's,
I know
it's
it's
a
Uber and
different
Lyft nowadays,
mindset.
but I'm just saying, like, nigga,
If you have to, shit,
What?
it's there.
Yeah,
my life, I will.
that's mindset.
Nigga, I appreciate that answer. I didn't know you were gonna go that deep. I didn't know your bag was that deep.
Yeah.
Bro, me and bro got some years, fam.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know how like you know a nigga for 4 years,
Yep.
but like I knew this nigga for 4 years and we seen each other every day
Just like
for those
family
4
at
years.
that point.
Exactly.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it was just, you know, I mean, shit.
Summer leagues together, all type of situations. I had a breakdown
Summer
like
leagues
just
is
from a
crazy.
basketball point. So I'm a sophomore on varsity, so the expectations for me is, yo, when Bake is gone, where are you? You was on that team that went to the championship, so you should be. It should, you know, the standard, so you should be passing it down. I had a game where I felt like I didn't play up to par, so I called him and was like, bro, I just don't feel like I'm that dude. Like, I don't feel like I'm playing like it or being like it. So I'm looking for him to tell me a story where he just like had that same feeling.
That shit went left.
This dude.
Oh shit, I don't remember this either.
Bro, I don't really know. I don't really know, bro. I just went out. He couldn't process like that mindset that I was in, and that was like big for me. Like, he don't comprehend like how you not feeling like you that. Like, how do you think like that? Like, and that was like a big mind change.
That says
for
enough.
myself.
That says a lot without even saying.
You know,
Like, he trying to comprehend it. You saying,
he's
I
struggling
feel like
trying
I'm
to
not
help
him.
me.
He's like, nigga, I can't translate what this is saying
What
to
do
me.
you What
like,
do you mean, bro? Like, just do it. And that's what he said. I was 5 when I knew I was different. So that'll show you like that's not just talk. It's a real testament. So I definitely respect him. So when he tell you anything, when he tell you Cameron Forte is next, I mean not next, that dude right now in high school, middle school, that's a lot of weight on that. You know, so I really take what he say with a lot of heed, a lot of respect.
Nah, that's love, bro. I appreciate it for real.
Hell yeah.
I did have one final question. In terms of the blueprint, in terms of you coaching, you giving back to the South Side, where is something you want to see the South Side go to as a whole? Like, what is something you want to see happen for the city?
I just want to see us come together more, bro. To be honest with you, like, and I mean, not just the South Side. I believe the world just need more love, fam. Like, I mean, it's not that hard to just to act in love.
Yeah.
It really ain't, and that's how I live my life. Truthfully, I mean, maybe that's why it ain't that hard for me, is because I've lived like that for so long.
Yeah.
But even in my worst times, like, it's hard for me not to act in love, bro. And it's so crazy because I'm dealing with some shit right now in this very moment, you feel me? And I'm still acting in love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of who it is, you know what I mean? So it's just like, that's just who I've been, bro. I mean, I think a lot could be just avoided. A lot of hate, a lot of just turmoil. I feel like could be avoided if more people just acted in love, like whatever that means to you. That means holding the door for somebody. That means, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
telling somebody he has a booger in his nose. Like whatever that may be. Like that just acting love, bro.
Okay, so I do want to touch on that as far as what I would like to see from the South Side. Is I just want the culture of it back with more legs. I'll say when I was coming up, it's multiple places you could go that you'll see. You can go to the Salvation Army on 16th and you see the best players from
Shout out to
Phoenix. They
Stewart.
there going against each other, going at it, and that they had a program that was there that a lot
legit
of us came
program.
over on them Radley rims before it got rebuilt.
Mhm.
Then even a lot of us came from the center on Central and the YMCA. So like I would love to see it just kind of a strong structure built here. And then when we get to middle school, then that's when we go stretch our talents out. And kind of now, you don't really see it as much.
And I like I said, that's kind of the role I'm trying to like, you know, that gap I'm trying to bridge. You feel me? Like, yeah, of course I got East Valley kids, I got kids in Arcadia, I
Sure,
got kids
yeah.
all over. But
Sure.
ultimately, I run my program out of South Phoenix. You feel me?
And that's the value for them. They getting some of that Southside love one time. They coming
Oh, they
down
love it.
here.
Oh, they
Yeah.
absolutely
You know, it's a
love it.
little
They're like, oh,
different.
okay.
The culture, they just love it, bro. Like, you know, it's a part. Man,
Southside fly now. It ain't even grimy to me. It's a fly thing. You know, you
well,
go to the Southside.
yeah, I think about it. It was a lot of reform that
Stiff.
went on, man. A lot of reform, bro. Like gentrification, all that. Like it ain't the South
It's
Side ain't.
different.
Yeah.
It's different for sure.
It's
You know what I
different.
mean? Like folks out there walking their dogs and shit now.
Yeah.
Like, we
And walking down the street, walking down Baseline, Broadway, Southern.
like 20th Street.
Yeah, like right in the middle of
Bro,
like,
we close
okay.
to the 90s. Like
9 o'clock.
it's 06. We living on the South Side. That's 6 years away from the 90s, bro. Like for me. So you feel me? Being older, like you right there, growing up in the 90s almost. So we got a lot of that leftover,
Yeah.
just politics, lifestyle.
I mean, it's still a lot of it that go on, but like if you ain't in it, you wouldn't even recognize it. You feel me? So
Mhm.
like,
And I'm okay with that.
yeah, me too.
feel me?
Yeah, me too. But I'm just saying, like with the gentrification that go on, like the white folks, if they knew what was really going on, not for
It
real,
is, bro. It is.
like a
Like,
motherfucker,
it
bro.
is.
What, bro? They have Froyo on 24th and
We
Baseline.
got Chick-fil-A on the
Goddamn.
south side.
Mad Green.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
Where's Sprouts? They got one in Levine. Like,
Shout out Devin Green with the he got a bowl company.
oh yeah,
Acai
Acai,
bowls.
very, very best.
Yeah, shout out Devin.
Shout out
Green.
Devin. Yo, matter of fact, I low key need like I don't know. I think I need to be like an ambassador or something, bro. I mean, I'll be up there a
That's the
lot. I
homie.
might stop by on my way to the crib. Yeah, it ain't far from here.
It's not at all.
Where is it?
Like on 7th Street and like,
Thomas, maybe.
yeah, it's like right up the street.
Yeah, have to go tap in then. Is there anything you want to get off? Is there anything else you want to before we wrap up? Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to shout out to? Is there?
Man, shout out to y'all first and foremost, man, for real, for having me on the show. For real, I appreciate it. I really don't got much I want to get off, bro. Like I feel like y'all covered everything we wanted to talk about.
I'll get it off for him.
Get it off for him, please.
I'll
Because
get it
I
off
didn't
for
like
him.
that answer.
I
I love the
I
answer, but I didn't like
one
it.
bit.
Bro, they
So,
Please, no, bro. I'm tired
bro,
of that.
if you need it, bro, cut his own. Bro, cut himself. You see the cut. IG is worth it. Cuts.
Please get that.
Go book
Follow him.
online. That's one. You got a young kid, age 15 and below.
Send him the blueprint.
Send them to the blueprint. If you need a model, bro, does modeling on the side. Another thing, bro, show support. If you got a brand and bro like it, he will spend.
Matter of fact,
He
can you
will
shout out Trey
spend.
Culture shit right
shout
now?
out, yeah, Trey Coulter, bro. He just like rebranded everything, bro, and his gear is absolutely ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to go crazy. So this is his next drop. But also shout out to my bro Zay with the love taxes.
Love taxes.
I definitely got some in the car. I would have threw it up, but
We rocking out with Code. We rocking out with
No,
Code.
we're with Culture today.
No. I was just saying,
Yeah.
this is your show, so you got plenty of time to do that anytime. You feel
Yeah,
me?
man.
But I mean, if at any moment you see me out, like, I don't even wear like designer. I treat my niggas like, I think I told you this at Chandler Mall when I bought the shirt from you. And I was like, I treat my niggas like they shit is designer, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, I mean, if
But
we ain't gonna
every
do
design
it,
I have, XL.
Yeah, I
I'm
need it.
design. Keith is the same way. Everything 3X. Everything I want it.
I
I
need
don't
it.
care what it look like.
At the
I
end of the
want
day,
it.
if
It's
it's
And I
fire,
want
bro.
2 of them.
yeah,
It's
if it's
fire.
for the city, bro, like why not? You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
how we treat each other too. We treat each other like, yeah, what you got going on? Okay, if I could do it, I will do it. If I could support it, so
yeah, I mean, yeah, bro then wanted me to kind of get like kind of cocky and arrogant, but I'm gonna stay
just a
humble. You feel
little
me?
bit.
Yeah.
Just a little
But
bit.
at the end of the day, bro, if you don't know who I am, man, Jordan Baker. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Um, a lot of y'all know me from basketball, but I'm still a human being at the end of the day. You feel me?
Much more than that, man.
Shit.
Much more than a human being.
Much more than-
On everything, bro. It's
Nah,
low
much
key
more
an
than a
alien.
basketball player.
But the reason I
Yeah.
say human being though, because a lot of times, like, bro, even not taking a shot at you, but
Yeah.
like even with bro saying like, you know, how did you transition so easy? Like, shit, I didn't. It was hard. And so a lot of times, like, people see my success and they view me, like you said, as an alien or like somebody who just don't lose. Like, yeah, I don't lose because I take my losses as lessons instead of L's. You feel me? Like, and so I can't lose. You're right. But shit, nigga, every emotion that I got to deal with in the process of what people would, you know, claim as a loss, I still got to deal with those same emotions. But I got to keep pushing. Feel me? And if everybody had that same mindset, I think shit, everybody could accomplish what I have and more. Like, I don't think that I'm the most accomplished man in the world. I feel like I'm barely chipping at the tip of the iceberg. You feel me?
Tapping the surface.
Mm-hmm. So,
shit. On that note, man, I'll wrap up this episode of Black and Booming. It's your boy Quis. It's your boy Zay. It's your boy Jordan Baker. Jay Bake. Peace.
Peace.